first div is longer than the second one, it will block the third div from reaching the browser's left border. Until this moment, all the three divs are of the same width. So what if we double the width of the third div? When the three divs are the same width, the third div can stay below the second. The parent div is wide enough for that. But if the third div's width is being doubled, it can no longer stay below the second div. There simply isn't enough horizontal space for it. So it'll have to move left again. But as we can see, the first div is blocking it. Therefore, the third div will have to move downward again before it can move leftward. From this experiment result, we can see that the third div has moved to the bottom of the first div. If we continue to lower the parent's div's width, all three divs will eventually be displayed vertically. From all the experiments that we've done, can you draw any conclusions? When the parent div is not wide enough to house all the floated elements, the last floated element will be the first one to move to the next line. The last div will go downward, then leftward. It'll go rightward if it's being floated to the right. When going downward, the last element will first directly move to the bottom of the second last element. From there, it'll check its left side. If the road to the left parent div's border is unblocked by other elements, it'll move all the way to the left border. But if one element is longer than the second last one, the last div will be blocked by it. After the last div has been blocked, the system will check the width. If the last div is still too wide to stay in its new place, it'll have to repeat the previous process again, moving downward first and then leftward. The last div will only go downward, never upward. As for how much the last div moves downward, it depends on the div blocking it. From these experiment results, we've discovered how browsers handle floated sibling elements when horizontal space is insufficient. We've also found that the width and height of each floated element is vital. In your future development, you are highly advised to set a fixed width and height to every floated sibling element. Usually, floated elements will be set to the same width and same height.